Hi and welcome to the first edition of Free2Play's CWC Top Plays. This first edition will be hosted by me, JPS. For our first Top Plays edition, we have received many submissions. We thank everyone who has submitted their gameplay. In this video you will find this month's top 5 plays and various honorable mentions. Starting off with number 5, we have Main Event. He is scoring in a 35 versus 35 war. Main Event grabs the flag and goes down 3rd floor with an impressive 5th option right click explode. He puts 2 kids around the stairs, locking the opposing team. After zigzagging around Kate on spawn, Mike gets to ground floor and sets a Kate before running out smalls. Unfortunately, this is where the clip ends. We can only hope that he went all the way to his base for the first score of the game. Thank you for your submission. In 4th position we have Gold Staple. Gold Staple is snaring in an 8v8 game and is defending his flag in the enemy's base. As the game is tied 3-3 and there's only 4 minutes left on the clock, Gold Staple needs to prevent this score from happening. He starts a sequence of cading, tinding and snaring the enemy scorer.
Nothing is wrong with you. Accept the situation and move on.
Managing to refreeze the scorer a couple of times. As the flag is not going anywhere, the enemy scorer tries to pass the flag to his mage. Gold Staple's teammates is able to intercept it. With this play, Gold Staple has not only maintained the tie, but has also distracted the enemy's team and one of its mages from defending their own flag, which has now gotten out of its base and has a solid chance of being scored. In 3rd position we have the 2H killer PK defending in a 2v2 game. After setting up spawn he starts tinning early, noticing the opposite scorers have arrived.
To make you feel guilty. But guilt can only truly come from within.
His mage freezes a scorer on spawn floor and they start to DPS them. 2H last second Kates the scorer twice. And tins the second Kate, allowing the mage to freeze both scorers. 2H goes up 3rd and flawlessly sets 3 Kates while tinning them. He sets and tins one last Kate, blocking the staircase. As 2H resupplies in spawn room, the scorers get ahead. 2H luckily hits a max hit on the scorer, killing and saving the flag. After resupplying again, he assists his mage on 3rd floor. By setting up multiple Kates and tinning them, the mage is able to refreeze the scorer, allowing them to finish the score. In the meantime, the other scorer has arrived again. As 2H his mage is resupplying, he needs to delay the scorer. 2H sets and tins 2 Kates on 3rd. He continues to tin and set Kates on spawn floor, allowing his mage to catch up.
The things we do. And the things we wish we had done.
Two H predicts the scorers will try to score under. being the Kate god that he is, he utilizes his Kates to block access to the ladder. This gives his mage enough time to refreeze the scorers and ultimately forces the scorers to score up mid. With 2H quick thinking and unstoppable Kating, he has managed to keep the score 0 for half of the game. Thank you for your submission. In second position we have Charlie. Charlie is ahead maging in a 9v9. He snares the flag and runs ahead. His flag runs back inside and Charlie tries to snare it and follows it inside. Charlie's team manages to kill the flag holder outside big doors. Charlie doesn't get there in time to save it. The flag is now being pushed mid. Charlie snares the flag holder, however the flag is passed. Charlie now quickly snares the new flag holder and runs toward it, predicting a pass. Charlie resupplies and gets the call his flag is heading ground. He has difficulty casting the flag, but eventually lands a cast. He falls a little behind the score as he gets off-maged.
It's time to move on.
Charlie gets ahead of the scorer and sets a Kate under him, forcing the scorer to go wide so he can get more casts in. The scorer is frozen on the bridge and Charlie predicts another flag pass. However, he doesn't have PID. The flag manages to get under. He freezes the scorer and rocks the northern tunnel. The flag holder now runs through the southern tunnel and rocks it, blocking Charlie from following. Charlie cuts up mid after receiving the call that his other mage is ahead in the Saradomin base. With 1 minute left on the clock, Charlie now focuses all his attention on delaying the score. He goes up spawn and starts setting up Kates. In the end, the timer runs out. Charlie's efforts have secured his team a 3-2 win. Thank you for your submission. Now an honorable mention. Here we have a shared submission from Main Event and 2H, who are duo scoring in a full-size game. It starts with 2H picking up the flag on brown. He tries to get under, but gets snared in supply.
Accept the situation and move on.
He sets a Kate in a small alley. He blocks the long alley with another Kate and tins it. Here 2H gets snared. Main Event uses this opportunity to get ahead. He opens the big door and gets ready to Kate and tin as soon as 2H is unfrozen. 2H gets refrozen outside big doors and the flag is immediately passed to another scorer. Main Event is still ahead at this point and smoothly Kates and tins the gap in the spear wall. After this, he quickly moves to the bridge, further delaying the opposite team with his Kates. This outstanding play has secured the score and quite likely a win, as their team is now leading the game at 4-2 late in the game. In the number 1 position, We have a snarer defending the ceredomin flag. It is the first rush of the game and the flag heads down spawn after getting a splash. The snarer freezes the flag on spawn and gets ready for a flag pass. The snarer saves the flag and heads back up 3rd floor. The flag is refrozen on spawn. He sets a cade and he or his teammates save the flag again. The snarer gets caded out on spawn by a rebounding scorer. The scorer makes the wrong decision trying to push the flag under. The ahead mage is there and pushes the flag back mid, where the snarer freezes the flag behind big doors. The snarer freezes 2 other scorers.
The situation and move on.
Sets 2 cades and refreezes the flag outside bigs. He sets 2 cades at the spear wall. The flag makes it to the bridge before getting snared. Both snarers now cade and tint the bridge. The snarer uses his last cades and splashes once on the flag. And lands the second cast. The flag gets killed and the snarer manages to get the flag. We hope all of you enjoyed this first edition of free-to-play top plays. Please let us know in the comments below if you have any thoughts or suggestions. Thank you to all the free-to-players who have submitted their clips. All the top plays have received a prize for their hard work. If you wish to submit a play for next month, please have a look in the description for more information.